Hello guys, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. Well, I couldn't record my face because I'm having a very bad hair day. Yes, my hair is in a mess. But I'm good. Hope you are good. All right. So today I want to show you how to make a knot dress. Yes. So I've had a lot of requests. So I'm sending it to my email and saying, how do you make this? It's quite simple. Yes, I'm always saying it's simple. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment. If you have any question, please leave a comment, okay? And most importantly, please share. Invite your friends to subscribe to this video. No, to this channel, okay? All right, guys, let's get to work and have some fun. So guys, let us get started, okay? Good. So guys, I have my back bodies, okay, my back dress length, okay, everything here is a dress, okay, it's a dress length drafted to my knee, okay. So here I have my back, okay, and then I have my front, okay. Now because I want you to understand it very well, okay, I don't want you to be confused. That's why I drafted two dress blocks, okay, so that you will understand. Now if you get the drift of all of this, okay, you can just use one pattern and then you trace anything else you want to trace, okay. So let us get to work. All right, so I'm going to drop my back and my front. I'm going to drop it somewhere, okay, and then I'll take one of my bodies, one of my dress block, okay. The first thing I want to do is to connect my waist dart to my nipple point, okay. I want to connect my waist dart to my nipple point. I like calling it nipple. Yeah, like nipple. I have just connected my waist dart to my nipple point, that's to my shoulder dart, okay. Now if you don't have a shoulder dart, don't worry about that, okay, you can always do this. All right, okay guys, so I want to start with the left side, okay. If you're looking at this picture now, the left side is the part facing you. The left side, that's the top part of the front, okay, the one that overlaps the lower part, okay. Now the first thing I want to do is on my center front, okay, I want to determine where the depth of my neckline will be, okay. That is because when I finish sewing, the part that they intersect, okay, at the center front, okay, the part that they intersect, that is the depth of my neckline, okay. So I need to determine it, okay. For this I will be using here, okay. For this I'll be using here, okay. So you also use this point for the other full bodies that I showed you earlier, okay. Next thing I want to determine is my neckline width, okay, how wide I want the neckline to be at my shoulder. So for instance, I'll be using here. So what I want to do next is to extend this line straight downward, okay. This, okay, so I have this, can you see it? So I have this coming from here to here, okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to come in here, okay. I want to come in here by 1 inch. So this is my 1 inch, okay. So what I want to do next is from this 1 inch, I'm going to connect it to my shoulder dart and also my waist dart, okay. So I'll go like this, okay, and then I'll connect it to the lower part of my darts, okay. So can you see what I did? Okay, you see this waistline, okay. I want to make a mark so that by the time we see it later on in the video, you will notice, you will understand where the waist dart is. You would understand that, okay, this one is a waistline, okay. So I'm just going to make this dot here and here, okay, with this red pen, okay. So what I want to do next, okay, is just to cut this out, okay. I'm going to cut this out, okay. Okay, so can you see I have cut this whole thing out? Okay, so I'm left with just this. Okay, so what I want to do next is to cut through my waist. Okay, so I'll cut through my waist. Okay, can you see? Cut through my waist. Okay, what I want to do now is to transfer these dots, 1 2 3. I want to transfer them into this line. Okay, I want to transfer them into this line. So watch me as I do it. Okay, okay, so can you see? So can you see I have transferred my dots to that line that I made? Okay, okay, let's go on. So what I want to do next is this. From this point here, I'm going to draw a line to somewhere here and then this to somewhere here. Okay, so somewhere on my armhole. Okay. Okay guys, so can you see? So likewise, this part, I'm going to also draw a line from this dart legs to somewhere here like so, and then this. Okay, so just watch me. So can you see it? So can you see it? So can you see it? It's quite coming up, 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 coming up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so what I want to do next is to cut. Okay, I need to cut. So watch me the way I'm cutting it. Before we move on, okay, so let me just number this so that you don't get too confused. Okay, so this is 1/1, right? You have 2 and then you have 3. Okay, 3, this one is okay, 1 2 3, this one is 4, okay, and this one is 3. Okay, so the same thing, I have 1 2 3 4. Okay, so I'm going to take another sheet of paper and then I'll place it on top of it. So what I want to do is I want to place this on top of another sheet of paper. Okay, so what I want to do, okay, is I want to make sure that each number corresponds with the other. Okay, each number corresponds with the other. I want to make sure that this one corresponds, it touches here. Okay, and then likewise this and this. Okay, so I want to make sure everything touches each other. Okay, okay, so I'm going to mask it down like so. See, this is it. The most important part is this side and this side. Okay, I want to make sure that this point touches and then this point touches each other. Okay, some of it might not touch, it's not an issue, just leave it that way. Okay, so I have this, I'll mask it down, touching, right? So can you see this? Can you see where it's touching? Okay, so make sure that the end touch. Okay, is most important. Here, you don't want to bother yourself with here. Okay, if it's not touching, fine. Okay, but this part must be touching. Okay, so like so. All right, so I'm going to mask them down. You have this now. Okay, now you want to make sure that just here, remember here is our center front, just like the center front that we cut out, right? So here, right, these are our fronts, okay, and then this is the side, okay. Remember the dots, these are the sides, okay. So you want to make sure that the side touches, and then this part, this center, this center, it touches also, okay. So you have all of this, okay, but you don't want to bother yourself about this, okay. Don't bother yourself about this. And then you want to make sure that your pattern is flat on your paper. You don't want your pattern moving around, okay. So I am going to cut, okay. Okay guys, so can you see it? Okay, so I have this now. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to also transfer this my dots, okay, so that I don't get confused at the end of the day. Okay, so I'll transfer my dots to here and then transfer it to this point. Okay, so it's very important, we're going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. I don't need them, I don't need this anymore. Okay, so this, I have this, it looks weird, yes. It looks confusing, but remember, this is where your waist was. Okay, remember, this was your waist. Okay, so I have this now. All right, so I'm going to move to the next, I'm going to move to the other side of the bodice. Okay, so here we are. Okay, for the other side of the bodice, I am going to use this. Okay,